I'm Michael Macron.
And my name is Dylan Rice.
And welcome to the third edition of Fort Hill Student News.
This week's shout out goes to Mock Trial.
Mock Trial is an organization in which students can play the part as an attorney or as a witness and compete against other schools in an authentic courtroom setting. As you know, each edition of Fort Hill Student News contains 3 segments.
Our first segment, Student Life, will feature recent Fort Hill graduates and the advice they have for seniors entering college next year.
For our oral history segment, we will focus on the Union Rescue Mission and the role it plays in our community, especially during the holidays.
Finally, during our current events segment, we will discuss the Syrian refugee crisis.
Now on to Student Life.
For this segment of Student Life, we decided to interview recent Fort Hill graduates.
We asked them about their experiences and advice for new college applicants.
Here's what they had to say.
Definitely being away from my family and money management.
Well, I was just nervous about making new friends and the overwhelming work that was coming with college.
I was afraid that I wouldn't know anyone there, and I was afraid with money that I wouldn't have enough money for food and books, and I was afraid that the classes would be harder than high school.
Probably applying for scholarships and not knowing about enough scholarships.
Getting lost, finding your classes is probably the scariest thing at the beginning.
I'd say just not knowing what to expect was the biggest thing, because as a freshman you've never really been in a college class before. AP classes or something like that, but like I said, it could be from a class from 20 people to a class with 80, so that's the biggest thing is class sizes, and you might not get to know a teacher as well as you do in high school.
If you can, get a job and save wisely, because you're going to need it, because I buy food a lot and you're going to want food when you're there too.
Definitely watch what you're spending and try to use your meal swipes as much as possible. Try to avoid eating out, because once you have $5 in college, you think you're rich and you want to go spend it, but you should really save it, because you're going to find out if there's an emergency and you need it and you have nothing.
Try to budget your money weekly so you know how much you can spend on food and other things.
Definitely. If you're gonna, if you want scholarships, you need to start now. It might be too early, you might think it's too early, but now is when you need to start, because otherwise you won't get the scholarships and you won't have enough money for college.
I think group studying goes really well in college, because you get into your major and then you meet people that are also interested in the same thing you are.
Definitely study more than you did in high school. High school is easy. High school is a breeze. And then you're going to get to college and you're going to be totally lost. You actually have to study weeks in advance for tests, which for me was a surprise, because I never studied in high school, and now I actually have to read textbooks. You're going to meet a lot of new friends there, and there's going to be a lot of activities, but don't let that stray you away from your study habits. You can have time for friends, but make sure you put school first, and to study probably an hour each day for each class, if not then more.
You think you're studying a lot now in high school? Study more when you get to college. Study a lot more.
Flashcards, and read your textbooks, because you already pay so much money for them, so it's stupid just to have them sit there and collect dust. Don't be afraid to apply to places outside of Maryland or this general area because of money issues, because just apply for scholarships, because you'll probably get a lot, and don't limit yourself to just regional places.
Definitely look into everything early. Know what you're going to get into. Start preparing. Start saving money now to get a job, to make a bank account for some college savings so you can have money to spend. Adjust your studying tips. Look into the classes. Make sure you know what you want to do and what you're doing, and definitely don't rely on other people to help you.
Just really try to enjoy your senior year, because college comes quick and your summer's going to be over before you know it, and you're going to be into a new step of your life.
Just if you have a college you really want to get into, work hard, get your GPA up, and apply on time.
Did you know 75% of high school seniors are accepted to their first choice colleges, but less than 57% can afford to attend?
For this oral history segment, we are focusing on the Union Rescue Mission. The Union Rescue Mission was founded in 1891. Its main goal is to help people through aid such as food and shelter, and to provide love and support. We've interviewed the executive director, Dan Taylor. Here's what he had to say. How was the Union Rescue Mission founded?
I was 12 years old. My mom and dad founded it. And, the building we were in used to be an old hotel called Hammersmith. And when my father got here, the Hammersmith lady that owned the place, sold it to him for $1.
What lasting impact has the Union Rescue Mission had on the community?
We used this building to shelter men upstairs, homeless men. And the building on the end, the big building, to shelter women and children. We don't use a lot of volunteers. Now, during Christmas we will have volunteers, Thanksgiving, but during the normal year we have a paid staff.
At what time of the year are your services most needed?
It's constant. The numbers are constant, and the needs are always the same, especially the little kids that need winter clothes. We made sure they all had coats, winter coats.
What kind of donations do you accept?
Money's always welcome, but sometimes, like if you had a youth group, you had a group of guys there at school want to do something, some of them prepare a dinner, bring it down here and serve it.
If you would like to help the Union Rescue Mission, you can donate items such as canned food or clothes, or you can donate your time by volunteering.
If you have any questions, please call the Union Rescue Mission at 301-724-1585.
Did you know, in the U.S., 33 million adults and 17 million children live in a household that is at risk of being food deprived? Hi, this is Caitlin Groves, and this week we decided to focus our attention on the Syrian refugee crisis. In early 2011, Syria started an uprising against their president, Bashar al-Assad. What started as peaceful protesting turned into a full-scale civil war. Earlier this year, the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, better known as ISIS, declared jihad in the Middle East, killing anyone who stands in their way. By June 2013, the UN declared that more than 90,000 had been killed in the conflict. By summer the following year, the number had grown from 191,000 to 250,000. Both sides of the civil war have committed war crimes upon their own civilians, such as mass murder, rape, and using chemical weapons for great destruction. We did some research to see what each of the top two candidates from the Republican and the Democratic parties thought on the Syrian refugee crisis. First, we'll look at the Republicans. Donald Trump. Mr. Trump says that he would not accept any refugees. He believes that it is a huge threat to national security. Ben Carson. Dr. Carson has not yet released his plan for the Syrian refugee crisis. However, he also believes that it would be a great threat to national security. Now for the Democratic candidates. Hillary Clinton. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton believes that the United States should do more to help the Syrian refugees, calling for it to take as many as 65,000. Bernie Sanders. Although Senator Sanders has not yet specified how many refugees he thinks the U.S. should accept, he believes that it is the moral obligation of industrialized nations to do their part and assist the refugees. So what do you think? Do some investigation, visit our website, and answer our poll.
Did you know that 50% of refugees are under the age of 18?
Did you know?
Well, now you do.
Thanks to Fort Hill Student News. Be sure to check out our poll posted on our website.
Thanks for watching and see you next time.